Hey, y'all, how it goes? This is Levi with Member Solutions. I'm over here in villain support. Chris should hopefully be joining us today. Not 100% sure, but he hopefully will. In the meantime, I'm going to try something out. Give me a moment. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. So that oh. Can I help you, Tobias? No, get. We shouldn't have an echo because I have the volume down on the other one and I took myself off screen. So we should be good. But do you guys hear the echo? What's a good pasta substitute that's not grain? Like not rice and stuff like that? Not a grain. There's pasta that doesn't have gluten. You mean that? Because like if you're looking for a good pasta substitute that's not gluten/grain, then veggie pasta and stuff like it. Sebastian, this is the stream to ask those questions. 100%. This is 100% the stream to ask those type of questions. I do cooking streams. This is a cooking stream. Spaghetti squash, yeah. Zucchini is a good one. I like zucchini pasta quite a bit. So if you got, Sebastian, if you got a culinary question, right now is the, hey, happy birthday. You are 17. Congrats. Now, during our other live streams, 100%, like, I don't feel like answering a culinary question, but most times, because I am a trained professional chef, even if it doesn't look like it sometimes, I will answer those. My cutting board wasn't clean before it started. There we go. I'll let this sit upright and dry for a little bit. Any good recipes for cheesecake? Absolutely, but you want to know the easiest recipe for cheesecake? If you like cream cheese, grab yourself some frozen strawberries, puree them. Grab yourself 2 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese. Combine the two. Add about a fourth of sugar to a half a cup of sugar. And the reason why I say this is because it will make it sweeter. This is a no-bake, by the way. Grab yourself a no-bake crumb of your choice. The most common one is graham cracker. Spread it, fridge it. After about an hour or two, enjoy it. It's one of the easiest desserts to make. Strawberry cream cheese. There you go. You can do more to it, obviously, but that's like the easiest one that you can get. I found a recipe on recipes that used ricotta cheese. Yeah, I've seen that too. So, although knowing us, we'll probably ban you. Oh, I'm so sorry. So fucking sorry. Oh, goodness. I think these need to be washed. All right, I'm going to put you over here. We washed a couple dishes here. We got a couple knives that I need to wash up. My dishwasher wasn't done, and it's on the fritz still. They have not actively fixed it. They came out and were like, "Oh, it's drained now." And I'm like, They made a note of it, and that's about it. So I'm gonna have to let them know. I was like, no, it's still not working. It's still deciding that sometimes it will drain and sometimes it won't. Most of the time, it's not draining. That is amusing. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm wearing the Justice for Jerry. If you guys haven't seen that skit, please go watch it. It deserves way more love than it got. I need to, now that I can like remix up to like a full 3 minutes, I need to just grab the Justice for Jerry skit and the full version and just like do a bunch of remixes to that. But YouTube made some changes to its algorithm and stuff, and that'll be interesting. I have a culinary question. When frying chicken, what does lemon juice do to the chicken? It helps break it down. Mixed. So the aesthetic nature of lemon juice does two things. One, it's lemon and it's tasty. Lemon juice. Two, much like any acid, it's a low-grade acid. It will tenderize the meat. You can do the same thing with pineapple. But pineapple, if you let it sit for too long, will disintegrate the meat. But like, let's say you're in a hurry and you want to have pineapple chicken, you can make pineapple chicken in like 5 minutes. Like, it does not need to marinate very long. And I would not suggest marinating it for very long either. Otherwise, you won't have chicken. You'll have goo.
Cheesecake. Can you make cheesecake?
If I had cream cheese, yeah.
Do we have cream cheese?
No, we do not.
Can you get cream cheese?
Not right now, no.
Can you do it tomorrow?
No.
Today? After tomorrow?
Maybe, if you remind me. Yeah, what?
Cheese?
No.
Can I have one of my sodas?
Yes.
Yeah. Cream soda too?
No.
Oh.
So, graham cracker crust, bag of frozen mixed berries, and strawberry or blueberry glaze. Dump berries in crust, pour glaze on top, then fridge it for a couple hours. Top with marshmallow. Top. Nathan's got a good recipe right there. That's a good one. So with pineapple, it's a fight to see who eats who first. Yep. That's 100% true on that one. Doyle, I have no idea what you're typing, but for whatever reason, it is not showing up on either of my screens. Yes, you guys can do skit ideas. Not coming out here. I can hear the motor trying to get rid of the water. I don't think it's going to get rid of the water. I'm going to have to bring shot. Well, I have the large shot back up here. I might just use that. There we go. Life's first pan. It's a good recipe, Nathan. In the Discord, if you want to share that recipe, I'll make modifications to it at a different time. I can. Is your wife okay with adding it to a recipe book with credit? Of course, you can, like, if you're in the Discord, you can share with me the recipe and all that stuff, and I will try it. And if I like it and I'm a fan of it, especially with how easy it is, we'll take it from there. there's no guaranteed of competition because I don't know if the cookbook will happen anytime soon, so I can't promise. Also, I kind of want to gather tried and true recipes, both the ones that I know as well as ones from our fans, and kind of like make a thing and be like, here's, you help put this, here's a free book, here's an autograph and stuff like that. As if we tried to compensate every single person for every single recipe, that would be difficult. Like, the logistics of it are what's a pain. Not saying it's not possible. I'll make sure that's if you do it one time, that's easy. But like the continuing ongoing compensation, that's got more. That's here. She just said you can have it, no credit me. Well, recipe found online. Okay. Well, go ahead and send me that on Discord. Make sure to tag me. Swedish chef versus Spanish chef. Battle of the chefs. I'd have to. Spanish chef. I would have to find a way to contact them and be like, "You want to do Battle of the Chefs with the Swedish chef?" So on and so forth. That'd be a cool one. I don't know. Chris said he was going to be here because he had nothing else going on, and I sent him a message saying, "Hey, we're starting here," and I got the room set up. Hello, Chris. Oh, is that draining? I think we're actually getting some drainage. Meds have been taken. It is going to get hot with cooking dinner because of all I'm doing and the fact I need to open and close the door. So we are going to turn the temperature down to about a 68. So sorry for my spouse because they're going to get cold. All right. I need to sit down for a moment and shoot a message on over to Chris. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back, but just making sure. Can you guys hear me? Obviously, I'm going to double check my audio, and it's showing audio. So we should be good. Chris is afraid we might make him dance. All right. He says he'll hop on in a bit. So his full recipe is literally called a dump pie because you literally dump the ingredients into the pie crust, fridge it for 2 hours. Yep. Imagine if the Yacha called because the Swedish chef was somehow beating them. I think we did that. Or we did something similar. Herdegerda. Yeah. We did something along those lines. Herdegerda. Or Herdegerda. No, we Rusty. We have the Swedish chef. We did have the Swedish chef kill 2 of them. Yeah. Hurdy-gurdy. Yeah, I remember that. Because of the hurdy-gurdy. I love saying that line. I love that line so much. All right. You guys want to know what's for dinner? I don't want to repeat myself. Chris is going to come on and he's like, what's for dinner? I'll be like, after I've already went, That's not moving. That's not moving. That's not moving. That's not moving. That's going good. We have a red onion. Hello. Onion. What potato type do you, or who put these? These are growing potatoes now. They need to be set to the side. Growing potatoes are the ones that smell like soil. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends and gals and pals and everything in between. It's not an insult. It's literally just spaced on how I do that. If your potato smells like soil after washing it or after it's been out of the ground long enough, it's probably not good. Fluent in sarcasm, Rusty. Got a couple of those that need to be tossed in a planter. 100% that gave the Swedish. Oh my God, why does no one pick these up? Pick up little treat bowls. When we give the outdoor cats canned food, my spouse will give the can to the cats and they'll move it around. I'm the only one that fucking picks it up. Hey, kiddo, for your baked potato. You don't want a baked potato? No. Because it's potatoes, corn, and steak. Maybe a hot dog if you want a hot dog. You'll have a potato? That's what I thought. Gordon Ramsay? What explains Gordon Ramsay? I have you guys over on the tablet too, so like I can read the comments a lot better since the tablet's actually charged for a change. Need to be a clean pan. Nothing explains Gordon Ramsay. He's not a bad guy, at least from what my instructor told me. And again, that was well before he had got this famous. Now, like he was famous back then, but he was more famous culinary than worldwide. Like he was still like you knew him from the show, but he wasn't like every generation now knows. Gordon, I got sunburn. Yeah, but left hand's not bad. The right hand, I got a spot on my arm. Arm's not too bad. Basically, you can use hot water to find it. And if it hurts more than what it normally does, it means you got something wrong with your skin. And my hot water usually doesn't feel that hot to me. It's not like a hot feeling, it's like a stabby feeling. Potato plus butter plus cheese plus baked beans equals food. Get rid of the baked beans. I will say this. I've said in the past that I've had that. I've had a jacketed potato with beans before. And this is not my cup of tea. somebody online was like, when you make fun of this, you're being xenophobic, and I'm like, make fun of my food, I make fun of their food. That's how that goes. Also, I've cooked and had their food. I'm not a fan of it. There's entire shows dedicated to people from the UK having true blue United States food, like bringing in chefs from the States to cook for kids and adults, and those people going, "Oh my God, I can never eat the normal food again." Now, those, in all honesty, are a sensibilization type thing. It's like on purpose. They're choosing people who have probably been more sheltered, who don't have a lot of exposure to the food, different foods.
Okay.
Yeah, what type of potato? Are we doing just a piece?
Just it.
No, I mean like,
Yeah.
can you pull out that corn part? Well, here's what I'll say to all the hate across seas when it comes to food. It's justified. Okay. I prefer Alton Brown to go. Alton, yeah. Alton is a great food. Home style food. But yeah, there's all kinds of foods from all kinds of cultures that is good. And then you have the foods that are like these wartime foods that are just downright bad. Now, a jacket of potato is not a wartime food, although it was eaten around, created around the same time. Potato, yeah. Potato. But I'm not a fan of baked beans on there. I think if it was non-traditional baked beans, when I say that, I mean like think lentils or chickpea or something like that, or not even just non-barbecue flavor. So what we're doing right now is I'm washing everything I need to wash. And then I'm also having Kiddo, can you clean up the counter space that I'm not using right now? I had to throw away some moldy bread that I found that you can like straighten that back up because that's why it's all out, because I went through all the bread to make sure nothing else was hiding. And I got moved the potatoes that need to be planted. Yeah, we're planting potatoes. At this rate, though, I don't think we are. A little late in the season to be planting them. But what we could do is we could go find a spot out there that isn't going to be where the pipes are and toss them. Let nature do its thing. I love trying foods from different countries. My personal favorite is Khmer cooking. It tastes like a blend of Chinese and Thai cooking, but unfortunately, the only way to get it is home cooked at a Cambodian family. It's home. I think it's Cambodia. No restaurants exist. It's not on the East Coast. That sucks. Potatoes are the one thing I didn't grow this year. And I've got tomatoes that are doing okay. They're planted late. I've got garlic that sprouted inside the house that I went ahead and just planted a bunch of, and it's starting to slowly find its way through the soil again. It gets covered every time I water it. So it's working its way. I'm trying to grow ginger. I've not had success in that. I'm trying. I can get it to sprout. I can keep it inside. Tomatoes, I'm not too concerned with. They'll grow all the way to late November, so I've got plenty of time to harvest and make my money back on them. And I'm trying to, from seed, grow some peppers. Okay. It's not very exciting, but here's dinner. Dinner is going to be T-bone steaks, They were on sale. Got them. Original price $21.87 with the card, and then they were discounted another $5. No, $6. I was like $6 and change because it was an additional few dollars off during that particular week that I bought them, which was this week. So $15 for 2 pounds worth of T-bone. Not bad. And on top of that, I got fresh salmon. You guys can't see that because it decided to reflect fresh salmon. And I got some prime roast. I'm going to slice this up in a minute. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to stab potatoes. My name's not on it, and it's not a huge mess. It's probably yours.
Okay, very good.
Hopefully, you didn't screw my audio up.
No, I didn't. Oh,
I can't hear you, though.
That's.
It might be on my end, but I can't take care of it if it is on my end.
Mm-hmm.
So just give me a second. Everyone else, make sure that you can hear Chris real quick.
Should be all set up. Can y'all hear me?
Let me know. I can. He's just soft.
I'm soft. There it is.
Well, when you guys let me know
better?
that his volume is good, I'll fix mine in a second.
Is that better?
I guarantee you part of it is my end.
Is that better now, everybody? Cool. Okay, good. That's better. I
There we
put the
go.
microphone closer to myself.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I recorded a new video.
Very cool. I've got my tablet up if you want to go ahead and play it.
All right.
I've got videos written for everyone wondering. I've been sick the last couple days, so I didn't pop on the stream yesterday or on Monday. And even right now, I'm not like terribly hungry, to be honest.
This video is a throwback to some of the stuff we did a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Did you just say that your lightsaber is trying?
Oh man, remade to be brought up with current lore, or just like
Just kind of a throwback / callback to older villain support stuff.
okay. Oh, Mimic Mayhem. Oh,
I
That's
changed it up
awesome.
a little bit. This is just a fun series of John getting a bunch of calls from different people. All right. Let me up the gain on my microphone real quick. Hold on.
now for the potato, I'm going to be cooking on my grill. I'm going to add butter.
Okay.
I don't know
There we
about
go. Is that better, everybody? I don't know if Stitch will meet the Ori or not. He might, but here we go with Mimic Mayhem.
Vader, did you just say that your lightsaber is trying to eat you? Biting your hand. Great. Do me a favor, throw it on the ground. Hard. Tell me if it squeaks.
We got a bit of an echo going on. Is that on your end?
Means you got a mimic saber. A mimic saber. Mimics are creatures that pretend to be other things and then try to eat people who pick them up or put them on or try to open them. It used to be that mimics always took the shape of treasure chests, but apparently they've diversified.
Evolved.
We had a mimic infestation in the armory a couple months ago, but someone here told me it was handled. That is not fair, John. I ate every single one of those little monsters that Mandark's mimic detector could find. All right? I had indigestion for days because of that. You want to blame somebody? Talk to Mandark. Later, we're going to send Nappa to come take care of it. Why do I have to go? Vader, just listen, okay? Your hands aren't flesh and bone, so it shouldn't be able to actually eat you. Can it generate an actual lightsaber blade? Okay, so you could try to train it. I mean, they don't train easily, but it's doable. And a lightsaber you can give orders to wouldn't be the worst thing to have. What to name it? John, he could call it Bitey. You could call it Bitey. Think it over. Let Nappa know what you want to do when he gets there. You're going to make me go all the way out there just to potentially have Vader tell me I don't need you to go away? Vader, I gotta let you go. Nappa will be there today or tomorrow. Film support, this is John. Hey, Thanos. Of course, the Infinity Gauntlet is trying to eat your arm. I assume you installed the Infinity Stones before the eating started? Great. Do me a favor, try to make something small with it, like a cake or a pie, a little snap so it doesn't injure you or anything. Did it actually work? Of course it did great. We have an Infinity Mimic. Definitely going to have Mandar study that one. I'm going to send Nappa over to you with a real Infinity Gauntlet. You're going to make me go get that one too? Thanos, I got to let you go. Nappa will be there today or tomorrow. Film support, this is John. Hey, Norman. What can I help you with? The Goblin Glider is trying to eat your feet. Yeah, that's because it's a mimic. No. We didn't know it was a mimic when we shipped it to you. Tell me, does it actually fly? How many did the detector miss? Norman, I'm going to send Nappa with a real Goblin Glider. Let me get this straight, John. You want me to go to the Star Wars universe and then to like a random Thanos and who knows what Marvel universe and then to potentially a different Marvel universe all by tomorrow? Norman, I got to let you go. Nappa will be there today or tomorrow, okay? Film support, this is John. Is it just your shoulder-mounted plasma cannon that has teeth or all of them? I mean, you guys ordered... So you're telling me that all 54 shoulder-mounted plasma cannons that you ordered for your shipmates are trying to eat you and your hunters? Fantastic. Do they actually shoot plasma bolts? I'm going to send Nappa with real plasma cannons. Yes, replacements for all 54 of them. John, I'm getting really sick of being the only person here who can apparently deal with mimic problems. Your clones can do this. They can eat mimics too. You're the one who's best at it by far. If I get the mimic shits again, John, you have to clean the bathroom this time. And buy me new pants. Now that is something that I will have my clones take care of. And you don't have to eat them, Nappa, as long as the mimics are destroyed. I don't care how you do it. Eat them, use energy blast, stomp on them. Doesn't matter. I'm going to bring ketchup and fry sauce just in case they taste bad.
So I'm going to wait for everyone else's opinion. Everyone else. Can't hear you.
I need to re-record my parts because it's pretty deadpan and it's slow and the pace needs to speed up.
There are a slew of things that could be better and enhance the skit. That is the main ones. Absolutely. It's slow. It's the jokes are there, but instead of getting more extreme, like I figured you were trying to do, it honestly died down. Like instead of getting more and more extreme, it was like, okay, that's effectively the same thing. That's a little bit, well, why is it just 54? It actually died down rather than sped back up. So if you were going to do that, maybe the Vader one that turns into an actual working lightsaber should be the end. Because, like, mimics usually can't do that, and to have a mimic do that, oh my fucking god, right?
Well,
The
so
Thanos snapping was actually even more extreme.
it should probably end at the Infinity Mimic.
Yeah, the Infinity Mimic, yeah. So I would start with the Predators and have it be, you know, the 56. I was like, really? Is this thing going to get 56 mimics?
Yeah.
Or, you know that makes sense. 56 and 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, 60 some mimics being the last thing. And I was like, you're telling me Monarch's Ray missed 60 some mimics? And then somebody pipe. And then honestly, at that point, if you wanted to make it even more extreme at the end, you could have Levi mention something even more extreme about, and it's like this insane number of mimics that we sent out. What's the universe that would honestly be even worse than the Thanos snap?
Well, it'd be hard to be worse than an Infinity Mimic, but what if an entire Borg cube is a mimic?
No. What if the replicators and mimics interbred? You have an organic. Yeah.
That's not
Mimic nanites in the Borg. Well, I mean, that's essentially what Chris was going with. Mimic nanites. Oh my god. Oh, that's what we have to say. Yeah, mimic nanites. That's the more extreme, because like, oh.
What do you mean the regeneration alcoves are eating drones?
So it could be Levi turning to John and you could be like, you could literally just like, at your line could be something along the lines of, great, a working mimic gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet. I don't see how this could get any worse. Levi goes, I don't know if this counts as worse. Mimic nanites formed a Borg cube, and you just slowly turn and was like, I really don't know if that is worse or not. That could be the line of like, I don't know if this is worse or not, but this thing happened.
Actually, Levi should be the one that goes, well, I don't know if you want to hear this or not, but Thanos just called, and he's got a working mimic Infinity Gauntlet.
So mimic nanites from your end. Galactus. No, well, what of Galactus would be like? The whole Galactus is a mimic.
Uh-huh.
That needs to be the last line. It needs to be Nappa. So, yes, that conversation between me and you needs to happen about Levi saying Infinity Gauntlet, and you know, oh well, I don't know if this counts as worse or not, but Thanos just called and said that apparently he's got an Infinity Gauntlet mimic, or however we want to call it, and then Nappa goes, I think mine beats yours. Both of us just turn and like, and he goes, Galactus. What's that supposed to mean? Like that's all Nappa says is Galactus, and we both go, what do you mean by that?
There's
exactly that.
There's two of them, John, and I don't know which one is the real one.
Yeah, there you go.
Planets.
There you go. There's two of them, John. That's the line right there. That's the ending line. Is Nappa going, well, there's now two of them, and I don't know which one's which. You know, you're going to have some people from the D&D community probably call it out, but the whole point of this is just the ridiculous of how ridiculous mimics have gotten.
Yeah. Or is it a mimic Galactus, or is Galactus trying to eat a planet that is a mimic, and it's trying to eat him back?
What's more ridiculous, Galactus as a mimic, or Galactus trying to eat a planet-sized mimic?
Galactus trying to eat a planet-sized mimic that begins to eat him instead?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
John, I've got Galactus on the line. He's crying. Why is
Yeah, but
Galactus crying? He said his lunch just bit his arm off.
that's the ending. Yeah. I like that. That's a good ending. I want the skin on the bottom. I want to cut this a little bit more because that's too big for one thing of wood.
All right, I'll rework the script and get it recorded again.
A little bit of pep. You guys want garlic with your steak or no?
No. Was that for me or everyone else? No, I'm just kidding. Flick me off.
And yes, for those that are wondering and been asking, yes, this is an amazing little Hawaiian shirt. It's also very, very hot outside, so I'm not going out there until I'm absolutely ready. Also, I can't tell what the temperature inside of the grill is right now. I don't have batteries for my one thermometer that I can use, and the non-battery thermometer, I don't know what happened to it. Right up to.
All right, so it's it could be the last call also, and could be Thanos. I gotta call you back. Phil Sports, John, Galactus. Hey, big guy, what's going on? A planet is eating you back. It sprouted teeth.
I think your last line, given the context of everything, needs to be a planet is eating you back. That gives the assumption and lets the audience put it together rather than us say it and having the skit die down. It's a planet is eating you back. That's the end of the skit.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking just to follow the pattern, it would be John saying, great. Well, I'm going to send Napa. I'll send Napa with a real planet. And Napa goes, I am not delivering a whole planet.
Nah. It dies down versus like fully ramped up him, you know? If this is only going to get up to 140, we're going to have a bit of an issue. We'll set this in while I'm out here.
The other question is this. I originally had this scripted out with all the villains having lines, and decided to change it to John only sketch. Do we want this voice acted?
I'll say this: if all three of us, all three of the characters that are on the channel appear in it, your pacing is going to be much better because then you can have each one of us taking phone calls and upping the other one effectively, and you won't need voicing because it's more messaging after the initial call.
Yeah.
However, if you want to do voicing, you should start. And if we did that way, we should have the Predators, because people have responded well to that, have the Predators lines voiced. And then from there, it's like, hey, John, just got off the phone with this. Hey, by the way, John, you can be like, what now? You know, it just gets worse and worse, but we don't hear those other calls.
I'm on the phone with the Predators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Predators get voiced. Everyone else is just messaging, and like me, you, and Napa are effectively one-upping each other, with the end being Galactus calling in about the planet eating him.
Maybe John takes that call.
Yes.
Okay. So I just got super freaking tired. I didn't sleep well last night, and like literally, I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open right now. All of a sudden, I might drop off, man.
Oh man, it's all good.
Holy cow! Like I'm just super tired.
By the way, everyone, Chris, we will be live tomorrow as long as Chris is feeling up to it. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yep. I turned 23 for the
Don't you mean
second
43?
time. 23 for the second time.
23 for the so 46.
Shh.
How dare you give away my secrets? Oh. Does anyone know, by the way, why I pulled out the steak and I haven't slapped it on the grill cold?
Why?
I'm asking if anybody else in the chat knows.
Oh, I don't.
I will tell you in a bit. We're gonna see if anybody. Well, to warm it up is kind of correct, but there's an actual. It cooks better. Yes, it warms up when it's warmed up. It cooks. Sadism. You're still a vampire. I'm waiting. There's a thing. To sear the juices. To get a sear on it. There's an actual full-on culinary reason. The sear does help, but that's not the only thing. So when you pull out a steak and you let it get the temperature after giving it a coating of salt and pepper or whatever you plan on putting on it, I'll wait for Chris.
I can hear you. I'm just.
All right. So it's resting it is after you've cooked it. You want to do that too, but putting a dry bread? No. Letting it come to temperature for about a half hour or so cooks it more evenly, because instead of a cold steak on top of a hot grill, which will get you a good sear, to be honest. Like if you're gonna have like a blue steak, you can put a cold steak on there, but here's the problem. Your steak will be cold in the middle.
Good point.
It cooks better. It's more tender after letting it sit.
I forgot to send you a picture of this.
What'd you get?
We found this at. Do you know what the store Rocket Fizz is? It's a store that sells all these different novelty types of pop, or as you say, soda.
Yeah, because that's the correct way to say it. Anger management. Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
this
no,
is
no,
Acme.
That's Tad.
Oh, that's funny.
Terry was in town yesterday at the local truck stop. So Ellie and I picked him up and had dinner with him, and then went to Rocket Fizz all together.
How's Terry doing?
He's doing good.
That's good. I know he's having a bit of a rough time there for a little bit.
Yeah, he's. It seems like he's coming out of it.
Good. Speaking of, and you can answer me off chat.
Debbie, having those fusion dance doesn't make soda any more wrong or pop any more right. Anyways, what were you saying, Levi?
Got distracted. We both saw that. We're like, wait a minute. No. This guy might be wrong, but you're wrong even more. Give me a second here. What was I? Have you heard back from Popo at all?
Nope. Have you?
All right. Don't worry about it.
All right.
You can tell me in private. Where's my butt? For everyone here, all I'm doing for seasoning for my fish, my steak, and whatnot is salt, pepper, and garlic. That's
What
it.
do you call it, Stephen?
I'm gonna 3 wrongs by nature. But yeah, your steak will become more tender.
So actually,
And
it's
cook more.
not just tomorrow that's important. Today is my 20th wedding anniversary.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congrats!
Tomorrow is my birthday. The reason we did that is because originally we were gonna get married in April. And we were in the middle of getting our wedding invitation sent out or filled out. And then we get an invitation from my brother-in-law for his wedding happening the same weekend we had just chosen.
Oh,
So we had to scramble to change our date.
yeah, that would
And
do
if
it.
you're in here, Clay, yes, I'm talking about you.
Oh, you know what would have been great if I remember to grab one? Lemon. Put a lemon on top of the fish. That would have been awesome. Oh well. Felicitations, Chris. Amazing that you managed to find someone willing to sign a marriage license.
Okay, for all those who didn't hear, I'm not actually turning 23 tomorrow. I'm turning 46.
Somebody figured out the math.
One day before I turned 26.
I love the fact that somebody did the math.
Timothy Armstrong, I have had a single girlfriend. I put myself out there for one of them, saying I'm going to take this chance one time, and she just never went away.
I don't need to share my love life. Pretty sure you guys can figure out the translation from that.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'd hope she was close in age when it was signed. I radiate 4 more years to half a century old.
We are 1 month apart. I'm July 10th. She's August 10th. We didn't plan it out that way. Neither did our parents.
Sure.
All I'm gonna say is this: when we got married, or when we were kids, we were a match our parents never would have willingly made.
Yeah. All right, corn is on the boil.
Congratulations, Catini. All right, so my fatigue has passed. I'm doing better now. I just had like a moment where my eyes were just like, go to sleep.
Yeah, I've had that a lot since coming out with this. It's like the brain. Only thing is like the brain fog would not lift. It was really weird because it was like lots of sneezing, not really coughing, thankfully. I'm gonna hate coughing. Could not eat without feeling like I wanted to throw up. I thankfully did not throw up. But like nothing was appetizing. I couldn't like trying to force myself to eat was a chore. So I basically just kept to soup and plain stuff. It's gotten a little bit better. Sneezing was really bad. But it was the brain fog that was the worst of it. It was just I could not do anything. I was just so tired and overly exhausted. And it's not like I overworked myself. Oh, what happened? Timothy, I don't know what the condolences is for, and I don't know what the congratulations is for. He popped off. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi just dropped off. Oh, his Wi-Fi. His Wi-Fi died. So he'll probably be back. Maybe. Allison is, can you let Chris know, or find out if Chris is going to be back, because I can't reply to the Instagram. I got something stuck. Oh, goodness. Keep overthinking. I already washed my hands and everything. I got fish that had touched the bottom, so that's... damn it, I got to rewash that. It goes like that. Now that's clean. Steak is coming up to temperature and resting really nicely. Resting with quotation marks and not really resting. It's resting after you cook it. And you let the juices just kind of settle and sink and stay. Unfortunately, my dishwasher, again, did not drain properly. But not a huge issue. Rinse off the stuff. Oh, that plate is... What the hell is that? That plate was not dishwasher safe. Oh, we're dishwasher safe. Okay, what about the other one? Well, shit. Oh, plate's got a wobble, man. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. Big juicy T-bones. Tiny little ones. You know what the crime is? Hey, kiddo.
What?
You want your steak well done, right?
No.
Medium rare?
I want it fully cooked.
Yeah, that's well done, kiddo.
I don't care. I want it really good, fully cooked. Maybe a little bit burnt.
Maybe a little bit of burnt. Okay, the inside of it, you don't want to see any pink.
Yes. The outside of Chris.
I failed my children.
Yeah. Next to work. Can you profanity?
I am saddened. I have failed them. I am so sorry, everyone. Everyone, I have.
You like medium
Hey.
rare. Pink in the middle. Ronnie. You like eating Ronnie?
I'd love to get him to eat medium, at least.
No.
No, never. All right. Yeah, let's check. See if we can see the temperature. Is this thing on at all? Well, it's on. It's warm. 144 a grill does not make. If this thing doesn't get, the 300 degrees, I'm not able to cook it on this thing. I mean, I can slow cook potatoes. And whatnot. That's all right. We're gonna have to do a quick search. It's not kicking the breaker, so it's getting plenty of electricity.
This might be one of my new favorite games.
Kiddo,
What?
careful how loud you're being.
I'm super happy. Now I'm runner now, and I was about to put as tagger. They hate being tagger.
Might get a slight echo right now because I'm right next to. Oh, do I have the app installed? No, I do not. I don't know why it was saying I did. You know, I ordered from the shop in London. It sells 10 buckets of British sweets, and I'm wondering how long it's going to take me. It's been almost a week. Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm sweating just doing this.
It's sweating because it's warm in here. It's why I'm sitting in the corner.
No.
Use a frying pan. Yeah, I will. If the grill doesn't get up to temperature. It's supposed to be a 1600 watt electric barbecue grill with a warming rack. It should get up to 425. And it has some relatively good reviews. Oh, that's not the same. That's a Cuisinart. And this is a Costway. This one doesn't have any reviews.
Help.
Search.
Easy way.
Oh, it's only $100 right now on Amazon. That's lovely. I could have saved some money. Oh, no. This doesn't have the warming rack. It has 3.8 score. Looking at the reviews, everyone. Just give me a second here. Cord is short, overall 5.5, 1 hour. They put foil on it. Looks like a bunch of people are putting foil on it. Have to mess with the burner to get it start to heat. Not sure if it's send back. Difficult assembly and constantly catches on fire. What catches on fire? Oh, they're not putting a drip. Okay. Who? So they're complaining that their grill catches on fire, but not in the sense that it's like causing a fire and the grill itself is catching on fire, but rather when the juices drip down, it's hot enough that the juices will catch on fire. Let me tell you something about a grill. No word from Chris. I don't know. I can't. Give me a second. I just put K. I don't know what you want me to say. If his Wi-Fi is not working, then there's nothing we can do. It works, but not what I was expecting. Love the size. 2 to 4 for the room. I don't want to have to sign in right now. So it shouldn't be having this issue. I was wondering if your family ever eat chicken and dumplings. Absolutely, we do. John's router was a mimic flare up, basically. That's what grills do. Drippings catch fire. Yeah, that's exactly it. Austin's gone quiet as well, so maybe restarting. I don't know. What I do know is we're going to at least start the process of washing the thing I'm going to grill on grill. So, yes, I'm using the grill, but I have a cast iron grilling surface. Besides it needing a small scrub from the last time it wasn't used. Well, this side hasn't been used in a while. But if I haven't used something in a while, I'm going to give it a quick wipe down. Maybe even wash it if it's been long enough. In this case, it's been long enough. I'm going to give it a wash. What I'm going to do is I'm put this in there, and we're going to see if this can get hot enough. If this can get to 300 degrees, which is where it needs to be, about 300-400 would be nice. I can very, very easily cook on this grill. But if this grill is not going to get the temperature and just keep turning off on me, then it becomes a moot point. I can smell my potato cooking though, so it should be getting hot enough. The fuck just happened? The handle broke. Like it just sheared off. Period. Oh, that's the fuck. Well, I'll be returning this either way. It looks like I'm... Well, that's disappointing. Oh, we'll wait. Like the whole reason I bought all this was to try out the grill. It was a cheap grill. Wasn't going to be too expensive. That warming tray does not like me. I have found that it works great to cook a roast in the air fryer, preheat to 400. Yeah, it's not that I can't grill the meat. And exactly what I'll do is I'll take the cast iron bit. I've got its handle running around here somewhere. What I'll do is I'll move it from outside to in here. Problem with that is that like it creates a lot of stuff in the house because we don't have a great ventilation, which is why I want to grill so like year round I can grill meats and everything without causing. If it doesn't work, no. If it doesn't get up the temperature, we're not grilling the steak outside. Right, Levi? Like it just fell. It literally, like I closed the lid and the handle on the side, not even the handle to the lid, the handle to lift up the grill literally just fell off. I'm like, the fuck? So it probably had micro cracks in it from shipping or something. Because it just sheared off. It's like nothing. And this is, it's like ABS plastic, or a little bit better because it looks like it might be filled with something else. So it should have held up just fine. That doesn't help matters any. It keeps shutting itself off. It just keeps randomly shutting off. So if we can't get it to temp, then it doesn't matter.
Bro, I'm so good at this.
Because it needs to be hot enough to the sear and cook. I'm not too concerned right this second because I've got corn that's cooking. I'll put some butter in that corn here in a second. We've got potatoes baking in the oven, and they're going to take a little bit longer. What happened to my fork? The potatoes are going to take like another 30 minutes with the way I'm cooking them. And that's fine. The corn's going to take about another 20, 30 minutes with the way I'm cooking it because I'm just slow boiling the corn. So it's at about a medium heat or so. And this was on purpose that these other things would take this long, specifically so I have time to let the oven come to temperature. And it's an electric oven. It should get to temperature relatively quickly. But it keeps turning itself off, like I said. If it keeps turning itself off, it won't ever get to temperature. I microwave my corn in the cup. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's wrong. I'm not saying I haven't been there. But if you got a stove, at least boil it. Bring your corn on the cob to the boil. It's so much better. Grilled corn. Yeah, I agree. Grilled corn is going to be really good. If I can get the grill to do what I want it to do, what I'm going to do is boil the corn because it started off semi-frozen. And then I'm going to grill it. Pee. Yes, grilling corn.
Do you make popcorn too?
No. Here's the problem, though. I'm going to be perfectly honest. If I can't get this grill to function the way we need it to, that's still on. That's a good sign. $178 is not hot enough to do shit. It's hot enough to make my potato warm. Ooh, hello. That's really warm, actually. That warming rack is actually in my way right now. Let me leave that up. We need the surface to be about, our cooking surface to be about 200 degrees. And it's getting there. Okay. I need tongs.
Alright, Dad, look at this.
I think it's finally. I doubt it.
Daddy, watch what it's like.
What?
Here. So this is how you normally climb it.
Oh, hold on. I lived an ID10T error. I was the problem between the chair. It was 178 Celsius. What is it, bud?
Let's wait for that.
I can't because that's music and I'm live. That's a copyright strike. I gotta move away. What am I waiting for? It's up to temp. It's working.
Right?
Ha! I just got back into the kitchen. What?
This is how you normally climb right? And this is how you can climb.
Okay.
It's really hard to master it, but I think I did. Just button, not me.
No, I wasn't using the one on the grill. I was. All right. Well, it works. It still broke. The handle still broke. I'm still gonna have to call them and be like, "What do I do here? My handle broke on this thing. It just snapped or clear off." So that's still an issue. And I have to. We're gonna have to get you guys situated out there.
We're gonna have to talk about the fucking.
That explains why I could smell the potato, though, right? It was doing its thing. It was cooking the way it needed to cook. You know what's cool about this? I can do this. Oh no, oh no. Hold on. Give me a moment. Camera? Camera. Huzzah! Oh wait, hold on. Ha ha! There we go. There, I just reading comments. Oh my goodness. All right. We got to get a table. So we got to get ourselves a table. I'm gonna grab a different chair. Yeah. Let's see. We are at 72%. That's fine. Who thinks they need a shirt on it that says Stitch? Says the situation just got worse. And have Stitch on it? %100% agree with that. Where is my tongue? That's not exactly where I want. Table, kiddo. All right. I gotta get a couple pieces of foil. All righty. Here comes the fun part. There we go. Couple pieces of foil so I have a clean working surface. You guys want to see this? I've got my trash can with the tablet on it. I've got my movable thing here. So we can move the tablet over here. I can still have a clean surface. And this way, I can move you guys up and down. If the hell things up. Okay. Warming rack was a mistake. But also, it's very, very hot, and I don't know what to do with it. So, what to do with you? Oh, there's a rock. Hello. Hey. We're going to move the baked potatoes for a little bit. The fish is not going to go on right away. Now, the reason why the fish isn't going to go on right away is because at the temperatures that we should be pulling, which is a 445, which I can lower that down. 418. I don't really want to return this thing because the pain in the ass to set it up. It really is. Because we got kids who like the meat cooked more than what I would care to cook it. That's the first thing we're going to do. Set our meat on our surface to cook and cook through. I'll show you guys what it looks like. What it looks like. See if I can tilt you guys down. Look at that. Now I'm just going to close the lid. Get close. Has a little thingy. We'll go right about there, give it a little air. And then, because I have to be out here, tilt the surface. They have joined the burnt side of the beast. Fish cook fast compared to meat. That's correct, yeah. Oh, there's Chris. Hey, Chris.
I'm about to do something really, really cool. You know what that is, right?
What? Oh, fuck yeah. So did you finally get everything set up, or is it just like a cord all the way from your router?
It's a cord from the router that I put into my bedroom.
That is awesome. So for those of you who don't know, what Chris did is he got a Wi-Fi extender repeater type thing.
So can I tell us an embarrassing story about myself?
Sure.
2 years ago, I bought a new set of 3 Nest Wi-Fi routers because our current ones were 5 years old and were going to die soon. They never died, so I never set them up. I finally got annoyed and am setting them up.
There you go. You just missed out on me showing the steak. Also, my youngest prefers his steak effectively well done and burnt.
That's unfortunate.
I know, right? I does. Mine's downstairs. I don't feel like going all the way down
No,
to go get mine. But yeah, we both have it. Is that a Galaxy tablet? Yeah, it is. I have an S7. I bought it right when we were first making content because I was going to edit on it because we thought I could edit on that easier. Come to find out that I struggled with it. It did work for when I was at Comic-Con and stuff. So if I'm traveling, I can kind of make do with it. But getting a laptop is going to be much more functional for me. But a good laptop is $1,200 to $1,300 at minimum, and it's not something I can justify at the moment. It would help tremendously, but it's just not not in the budget. And I'd rather fix other issues recording wise. I'd rather spend that on a good camera than a laptop. It's such a sad piece of meat. Oh, goodness. Well, that one doesn't want to release. That one released. What's sad is I gotta go find out actually real quick. I'm pretty sure Raven wants to be Raven. Hey Raven, you're medium rare, right? Okay. We'll stay this good big old chunk in this tiny little chunk for Raven. And those will get all the medium rares, like the rest of them are basically medium rare. All the medium rares will get cooked by themselves. I didn't realize why I didn't care for steak until after I moved out of. I can't read the other thing. One of the things I love about cooking with fire though is just the sear that you get on it is much differently than you cook with like anything else. Levi, maybe a traveling circus would be willing to adopt your nose. Show off the child who can eat leather. Mom would get the leanest cuts and then cook it into shoe leather. I'm effectively cooking it into shoe leather. Yeah. I want to pull off a couple pieces here now, actually. Another reason why I got foil on my surface is so that I can just set the meat right on the foil. I'm going to cut that. That's going to cook all the way with that. We're going to give these 3 pieces. Because my kiddo will take the meat, and this will last him a few days, too. So I'm going to set up an alternate area here. For my tablet. I have a kerosene heater that I haven't been able to bring inside or anything because it still has fuel in it. Oh, that's the sad thing is, like now I'm just effectively waiting on things to cook. Another reason why I wanted to set up the alternate area was so I can plug you guys in. So even if it gets a little overdone, I find that my favorite cut is ribeye. I really like round steak quite a bit because you can get some round steak that has a nice bit of marble in it. You get that, and you're really good. Like for instance, I'm going to be showing off steak here, everyone. So, like this got, I don't know if you guys can see that marbling in it. We got a good fat to meat ratio here. Now it's nothing in comparison to the T-bones, right? Literally holding the other thing. Yeah. He likes jerky steak. I like my jerky bloody. Just kidding. I like it really dry. Yeah. No, Levi. No, I love when it's jerky. It's jerky, right? When it's steak, it's steak. There's a difference. They are. I'm really happy with the price. They were effectively like just a little over 15 bucks for 2 of them. Each one of them a pound. So that's a really good price. Just waiting. I think I might. I get antsy because I want to check the steak and I know I just need to sit there and let it burn. Let it burn, and then I'll be going and grabbing the corn. and putting the corn on there, and then I'll put the corn and the potato though will both get put on there like after my steak is done.
Okay. The Wi-Fi network now has 2 more access points connected to it.
That's awesome. So now you should be able to upload without issues.
Correct. Well, I mean, what I'm doing on the Wi-Fi shouldn't affect what I've got this being plugged in. So
Yeah. You should still be able to upload a lot better. Because as soon as I got off of Wi-Fi, helped out tremendously. Now you're still effectively grabbing Wi-Fi from the main router, but at the same time, it should be much better.
okay. Ooh, okay.
That's about what I paid. It was about $7 a pound, a little over. And the only one that's hearing "Let It Go, Let It Burn." Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it, but I keep wanting to like
I'll be back.
mess with it because everything in me is like, "Don't let it burn," but that's how he likes it. I don't want to watch it burn, but if that's how you like it, do my best to like just let it do its thing. We went all the way down to 200 though, so that's a problem. Well, 250. So we're gonna kick it back up to as high as heat and hope that will cook a little bit better. I might have to give it a proper sear in the house.
Is this mine?
Yeah, we're waiting on yours.
Can I jerk on it?
I just closed it, so no.
So it doesn't work?
Yeah, it works. We had a little bit of an issue, but I'll make a phone call and see if we can. Don't touch my food, especially with hands that I don't know if they're clean or not.
Is this stone?
Go wash your hands if you're even gonna get close to my food. Get back the heck up. Yeah, that's right. Love you, but no. Can you bring out the ice pack I put in the freezer for the cats? Can you bring that out and put it on that thing over there? Or in there? It's in the freezer right now. You'll know it immediately. Yeah.
For the cats.
Yeah, it's for the outdoor cats. Tuna Titanic sounds good right now. Lobster Thermidor sounds good. I'd love some lobster. Let the world burn and start with your son's steak. That's a good one. Oh, there's no rational reason for this. I may be, hey, Batsy, I may be crazy, but even I don't like my steak burnt.
I'm sorry. It fell.
Okay. Looks like it busted out. It looks like it was starting to melt. That's it melting is a worse problem. We'll put this, we'll rinse that off and put it in the deep freeze.
Okay.
Can you double check the freezer and make sure everything's okay? There's no rational reason for this massacre. Some men just want to watch the meat burn. Hello, Dark Wolf. Oh, he went to go get the ice pack for the kitties, and it apparently fell. And I'm guessing that my freezer is on the fritz. The reason why I don't keep a whole lot of food in that freezer, it does not like to keep things frozen. It keeps doing a defrost cycle on me. And I brought it up, and it's gone like a whole lot of nowhere. So,
Freezer's fine. It was probably just too close to the door.
134, 136. Oh, we'll check it at 136. I don't like this. Back for a moment, my kiddo wants to know if a mimic would be a great creeper, could be a giant creeper eating everything in the village town. So here's a really cool one. Not necessarily a giant creeper, but it could literally be the town or a building in the town. Like they have what's called ancient mimics. They actually released ancient mimics, and it's effectively you live on top of a mimic. It's really, really cool. And like the crevice is like its mouth. But what happens is like when people bury their dead and whatnot, the mimic just slowly moves that dead along to its mouth and drops it in. Isn't that interesting? Like people are burying their dead, but the dead don't stay in their spot. They stay dead, but they go poof. And like the people who fall down the crevice sometimes and that kind of thing, it's a really cool concept for D&D, that you are effectively walking on top of a mimic. The stats are you ain't killing it. And if you do, you destroy the surface of which you are living on. So it's not the planet either. It's like the continent is the mimic. Shouldn't the plant-sized mimic be eating unicorn? Oh yeah. Can I can't link anything at the moment. Well, hold on. Maybe. Is it in the fan art section? Is it the bat or pics? Like, you check the Discord fan art section, fan art section, and let me know what you think. Some insomnia art. I think you got my beard mostly down on third picture there. The third picture, that's a really, you nailed that. I love that looks like Krillin over there. Guessing that's kind of like a Nappa. So if the bat, like that's kind of nailed it. Kind of got really, really close there. I really love that third one where it has the full beard. It's the side picture and you got the hair. Love that. Love the way that looks. Oh, that's looking better. All right. Yeah, 335. Be better if I was at about 400 and get a better. What happened? Oh, Chris will be back in a minute. I don't think I was paying attention to that. The phone is dirty. Hold on, you guys might be dealing with a bit of a dirty camera situation. Give me a second here. How's that? Actually, I don't know. That looks kind of better. That look better to you guys, or did I make things worse? I can't actually tell very well. Kiddo wants to know if you're a mountain mimic. Kiddo wants to know if your mountain mimic would fight the wither storm. Probably not. It doesn't really fight so much as just exist. Like after a certain point, the mimic is getting enough nutrients just living. Hey, Tobias, come check this out. Bring me a fork and a knife. Bring me a fork and a knife. We'll cut into it and see if it's done well enough for you. My buddy is honking at me. That's funny. I look great today. Thank you. My monitor is so dirty, I can't tell if it's better. Okay. Yeah, the cooking combined with like touching my phone for like trying to look at comments and stuff, not a great thing. I didn't cross-contaminate with fish. But...
dishes in the dishwasher clean?
Mostly, yeah. I'd probably give them a rinse off though. If this piece is anything to indicate it. Not dry, at least. I didn't sit long enough till it get dry. Well, the two just go poof. This one should be pretty close to a medium, probably closer to the medium rare side, hopefully. How did I choose my kids' names?
This one?
All three of those are yours. You want to get a knife?
Yeah, I don't want to wash that one. Ah, shit.
All right.
Oh, oh.
Perfect. How's that?
Is it crispy on the outside?
Kind of.
I said.
This one's nice and crispy. You want these to cook the color crispy on the outside?
Well, all these
Yeah. All right.
more crispy.
All right. That's fine. You're gonna get dry though. You understand that? All right. We're gonna go grab some oil. I'll tell you about the kiddos' names in a second. Get you pulled up and we're going to take you off of the charger because it's starting to overheat with the charger. Okay. So, how did my kiddos get their names? Well, for my oldest, they were named after Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. And both my kids have a middle name that means a lot to me. And that is based off of peace, serenity, and harmony. So their middle names have stuff to do with that. So, and for my youngest, he's named after Animorphs and my spouse's father. So, yeah. Well, Alexander, for my oldest, is Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, Alexander the Great, then my belief, and then the last one. Now, the reason for the oil is so that they crisp up. My middle name is my dad's name. It says Levi Markin. I love that series. I want to get all the books. Your own support always makes me smile. 100 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much, JC. And for if you guys on Twitch, if you guys are giving bits or something like that, you got to let me know. I don't always see the notifications with the way I've got this currently set up. The ancient mimic sounds like a Sarlacc. Yeah. Just got to ask. This guy got some clouds rolling in. Yeah, we got some clouds coming on in. So his food will be done here soon. And then I can put on the other steaks one at a time and cook those up. And then I can put on the fish. Actually, I could probably put the fish on. And then put a steak and the fish on at the same time. Those will cook relatively at the same time. And the fish will continue to cook, which is fine. my dad's middle name is his dad's name, and so on and so forth. I'm Willie Dragon. I'm named after both my grandmothers and aunt. I have 2 first names. By the way, can I just say I'm really happy with the progress of, and I'm not using like, I've thought about using minoxidil chewables, so I don't have to worry about my cats, because cats are allergic to minoxidil, like deadly allergic. Stuff that would help regrow my hair faster and thicker than my cats are allergic to. So I can't use it. So far, it's just been taking time, and my scalp is healing, which is good. But there's a good chance that like my hair is just going to be thinner. Yeah, it is. It is looking great. I got some sun. Like you can see a small, like this looks bald, but that's actually got a fair bit of hair there. But I went and got sun, and like, hey, look at that. It's brown. Problem is like, especially if you're for everyone who's thinning, hair is thinning. Make sure to put sunscreen or wear a hat, specifically so you don't get burned on your scalp, because you want to put sunscreen on your scalp. It's skin, right, Chris?
I haven't used sunscreen in 25 years.
Well, that would explain the dot that's on your head.
Oh, it's been there my whole life.
Okay. My oldest is named after his great grandfather and his dad, and Chris joins at that moment, right? It's a shame that I'm effectively burning steaks on purpose. There we go. There's that char and crisp that he wants on one side. Hold on, let me go find out if he needs it on both sides, or if I can move to cooking stuff that doesn't need to be burned. You don't want it crispy on both sides, because that's going to take me an extra like 10 minutes just to understand. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start. Raven steak here. What I did is I lined my surface area with but I lined my surface area. Chris just read, I just saw the notification, just read my plan for Stitch. I put it on Discord. Can you read it out to them? Hold on. I know there's some people who don't like spoilers here. If you don't like the spoilers, we'll do a countdown. But I know there's plenty of you that don't care, because oftentimes things change slightly and that kind of stuff. So, Chris, when you get an opportunity, just say 3, 2, 1, spoiler alert.
Hold on.
He only hands.
3, 2, 1, spoiler alert. Stitch visiting the Gremlins universe could fit, but I am leaning heavily into Marvel being the next part. Bringing him closer to Disney will allow us to move the story forward again. Right now, next big thing that happens is Oma steps in, Stitch becomes ascended, and uses all his ascended power to hop into a different dimension. I'm thinking around the time of Ultron-ish. This gives us a reason for the Borg to have been there. Stitch to wielding Thor's hammer, for us to get a call to find out why this is all happening, and try to get a hold of Stitch again, but we fail. However, now we're aware it's because Lilo and Nani have been taken over by the Borg in a failed attempt to take over Stitch. And then we see Stitch the Avenger attack the Borg wielding Thor's hammer.
I would love to animate this. I really would. But this is going to be one of those series that if we animated it, it has to be animated right. And then on top of that, that has to be crowdfunded 100%, because there's almost a guarantee that we will get told demonetize that.
So that's not totally true. I do burn. I've burned 3 times in my life, and each time it's been harder and harder for me to burn.
Can we have Jeff join Stitch? Who's Jeff? Is it one of the experiments? Did I miss an experiment named Jeff? Let's see. 150. I want to go flip those steaks again here in about 30 seconds. Justin, I got to get off tonight. Thanks for talking. Absolutely. Jeff the Land Shark. If he wasn't so expensive to hire, we could totally get the epic voice guy.
Yeah.
Like, he started off as a YouTuber. He's 100% creator friendly. He's relatively easy to get a hold of, especially for work, even with fan projects. He's just fucking expensive. It's like $800 plus to get him.
Really?
All right. That is burnt steak cooked all the way through. Somebody sent me a message, but I didn't see it.
That was me.
I don't know which side is the skin on this right now. I forgot. That side. Okay. Skin side down. Skin side down. All right, 151. We're going to go to 152 and a quarter, 2.5 somewhere. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm very pro sunscreen as well. Even if you've got hair, if you're thinning up top, you should put sunscreen in. They make stuff for hair too, so it doesn't feel as nasty. Put sunscreen on your face. They make face cream that has sunscreen in it, especially the Korean stuff is really, really nice. If you're going to be out in the sun for any significant length of time, you really should be wearing sunscreen. Now, what did you send me? Where did you send it?
I asked you a question. You can just say yes or no.
Where did you send that?
In the Stitch on Discord.
Stitch. No, I have not.
All right. You need to when we're done being live, you need to reach out.
Okay.
And just say I need this done by Friday. If it can't be, I need to find someone else.
Yeah,
to do it.
I did. Just if I can't get it done by Friday, if you can't get it done by Friday, I just need to know.
Yeah.
So I can, because I don't want to keep putting off that skit either, to be honest, because it's a good idea.
I'm going to record my lines for the Team Rocket Catches a Chaozu.
Oh, I gotta do that too, and then I've got a couple other things I want to record.
I'm going to do that right now. People can watch. Worked out just fine. Y'all want to watch me do these lines?
Yeah.
Sun poisoning? That sounds horrible, Rogue 53.
Yep. That's a thing. I think this might be more medium than medium rare.
Oh, yeah, this needs to be recorded horizontally.
Yep.
Horizontally.
Oh, medium rare. Perfect. By the way, as burnt / seared as I can get it. And cooked all the way through, too.
Those potatoes.
This is a potato, yeah.
Don't you mean potatoes?
Wait.
I'm just kidding.
No, these are not steaks. These are... Will you let me finish talking? This is fish.
That's a big steak.
Yes, it's 1 pound of steak. And that one per side is going to take a while.
Well, you know what? Like,
Now, do you want your baked potato cooked in there a little bit?
it's
You want to grill corn or no?
hello. You know what? I'm gonna move this a little bit down, and then start cooking. Start cooking my father. Hey, hey, flies, flies, flies,
What?
flies. Oh yeah.
I'm not too terribly concerned about this.
What?
I'm really not. You want corn too, right?
Yeah. Please. You have what turns off?
Yeah, one more piece of corn. You don't want to keep cooking?
Why? This is just for the steak, being honest. I don't like to get on my food.
Let that open a smidge. I gotta wait a couple minutes here. Oh, might as well ask while we're waiting.
All right, I'm gonna mute you, and I'm gonna do this. Fine, fine, fine. Describe to me this Pokemon that you insist isn't in the Pokedex. A porcelain doll? Chaozu is not a Pokemon. You've got Chaozu inside of a Pokeball?
I don't think I have another way to contact him either, by so let's check what everyone's talking about.
Exactly where Nappa said it would be, huh? We?
Green had me confused. Blue I figured out because of the wrench behind the name. Blue names are sponsors, I think. What? Hey Chris, have you ever finished finding tiny chefs in your job? Green are channel members, blue are mods, gray are normal subscribers. Yeah. Hey,
You guys need to let him go, okay? But be ready to run when you do, because he might be a little bit upset. Right?
2 plates today. That's good, Levi. That's awesome.
That only goes so far.
Oh yeah, steak is
Knowing and doing are two different things, Jesse. And as far as his ability goes, you guys need to let him go. But be ready to run when you do, because he might be a little bit upset. I mean, Chaozu is one of the more level-headed Z fighters, but that only goes so far.
this is a couple of our potatoes.
Knowing and doing are two very different things, Jesse. And as far as his abilities go, he's got a bunch of standard DBZ attacks. Like energy beams. He can fly, and then he's got his other more unique abilities.
What I'm going to do, everyone,
attacks, telekinesis.
if you guys can hear me, in order to get a better sear on the steak, a little bit of oil on the cook side. And then when I go to flip it,
he might look cute and weak.
I'll let it cook for another minute or so.
Compared to you guys.
And spray the other side as well. Let it cook for another minute or so. And that should give me a halfway decent sear. And then what I'll do is I'll put everything back on once I know it's cooked 100%. Everything that needs to be warmed back up can very easily be warmed up very, very quickly by simply turning down the heat, putting it back on there, and then going and grabbing everyone, having it come grab it.
Who is that?
Blue names or mods. And see, I can't really tell the difference currently.
Before you do anything else,
On my screen, it's just green and regular. Green or regular, that's it.
What just happened?
And everyone here, when I'm able to record, I'll get mine done. I'm hoping to get mine done today for these lines.
How?
Because what's going to happen is there's going to be a fully live action version of this, which will need to be modified slightly. I don't think my lines will need to be modified. And then
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I need him answering calls.
It's where I tossed the Pokeball at him. So 2:02 and 10, about 2:03 would be a good time for me to check the steak. Flip with the oil on it so I can sear for a minute. Put oil on the other side.
Can't believe I'm
flip back again, sear, pull it out, and put it on the next steak. Now I've got 2 T-bones to cook up.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this. Napa, I choose you.
What's going to be interesting is filming the Pokeball getting thrown at him. Because Chris is going to need somebody to throw the Pokeball at Napa and hit Napa.
That better not be who I think it is. Jesse, James, who just said that?
And then maybe have a scene of the Pokeball rocking back and forth. Ding.
That better not be who I think it is. Jesse, James.
It'd be really cool to have that animated. Just swaps to an animation instead of live action. even in the live action, that one scene is animated. Yes, Allison has a part. They got to throw the Pokeball at Chris while he's dressed up as Napa.
Fuck, I'm fucking burping in the middle of my goddamn take. Excuse my language, everybody.
You're good. See here.
That better not be who I think it is. Jesse, James, who just said that? Jesse and James, who is that talking to you? Just give them.
Have to you by tomorrow. I don't work Friday, so I don't have to worry about getting to bed.
How much danger you're in right now if Vegeta and Piccolo are there, and the green guy is not.
Should be able to move forward with one of my skit ideas because it's technically a 2-parter. With the amount, it should be about 2 minutes.
You're not helping,
but it's broken in half.
Yes, James, are you there? Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. All right, steak looks a little sad right now. It looks like sad and gray. We're gonna spritz, flip, rotate my corn a little bit, give it a spritz of oil too. I'm just letting the fish sit to the side here. I'm gonna open up the fish actually because we had butter in it. I melted that. Oh, that's looking good.
So I
Looking
don't
good.
know,
Steaming the fish
Levi.
nicely.
Levi, I don't know if we're going to have a live action only version of this because there's so much going on in the background.
So I was thinking about that, and there is a way to, like, we would have to effectively rewrite your lines. Like, Nappa and me don't need to be rewritten. We're not
Right.
interacting with Team Rocket. But what we'll have to do is rewrite. We'll have to look at it and discuss and be like, okay, how do we rewrite this to be a fully live action version of this? And even then, I'm going to be honest, we should have him animate the Pokeball instead of you filming the little thing.
Yeah.
That should be animated no matter what.
I don't think that there's gonna be a full live action version of this. I think there's gonna be a fully animated version, and there's gonna be a half live action, half animated version.
I think that's fine too.
Because there's so much, there's huge swaths, like full minutes going on, where I can't see
It would lose.
where it's just me doing this. And that's not gonna I don't care what noise we're hearing in the background. People are gonna swipe away when they see this fat guy they don't know going.
Well, that's what I mean by rewriting. We'd have to like the video. With all honesty, if we did a full, can you change the camera?
Back to what it
Can
was.
you change it back to yeah? While I'm here, it feels better. So we would have to effectively change it to almost unrecognizable compare with just parts of it being the same. Huh?
It isn't worth it in my mind.
I don't think so either, to be honest. I figured that's hitting me there.
I hear the sounds of steak singing to its people.
Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna put these potatoes on here for weight. Remove this back here. Let that fish continue to do its thing. We're getting some nice grill marks on the steak. What sucks is I still have one giant T-bone to cook up. So all my other steaks have gotten a little bit on the cold side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to put them back in, let them warm back up, and then pull them back off to rest again.
We're going to have Nappa's background on this is going to be Nappa, who's supposed to be working, is just going to have two screens behind him that show the Google homepage.
Oh, no. Nappa's laughing, right? This is the joke based on Team 4-Star. What if we have Team 4-Star in the background?
I can't put that on that's my work computer monitors. That's why.
Ah, shit. Okay.
So it's just me Google and Google. I'm just gonna go. Does Nappa work? Just do Google on both screens. I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to get asked at a performance review. What's with all the DBZ searches you're doing?
All right. This is what our steak is currently looking like. Look at that. That does not look bad for being cooked on an Nappa. Chris. Electric grill. Not too shabby.
That is steak and not fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And my fish is doing pretty well. And we're going to put this other steak, these other steaks that I pulled off on top of this really warm one. As a way to like bury it in steak.
So I
Pain some of the heat.
up.
Now we gotta sit. I gotta also try to get.
This is gonna have to go on the tripod for Nappa's lines because I can't get the I can't get my my gimbal to get the right angle from that part of the desk.
Almost, kiddo. I'm gonna have to warm the steaks back up as soon as I get done cooking my T-bone. And if my T-bone is done, everything else should be done. Use a double broiler for the truck. You guys talking food? I love that. I love when these streams talk food. By the way, for everyone here, this is the other shirt. This is the sunset. So we got a sunrise, we got a sunset, which fits because the sun is setting-ish. It's taking a long time. Look at this. It's good. I gotta buy me one that fits me properly, but I can show these off without having one that like buttons up.
All right. So Napa's lines are.
Love being able to move you guys around. But the way that looks, I got about another 40 seconds to a minute. So might as well sit down for that length of time.
So it's interesting. The way that you and I look at each other on the screen, I look this way for you and this way for Napa. You look this way for me and that way for Napa, which means the three of us are in a triangle.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
Napa doesn't have an office. Napa's like he's not like, so the way it's built, the way I have it in my head is you got Napa essentially outside of our office.
Yeah.
And then you've got our offices which are next to each other.
Yeah.
And then we each have a private bathroom. But in the middle is just essentially a divider wall with a door.
Why did you say private?
Remember, Napa destroyed my bathroom, and that's why we have a new office.
Yeah.
We just haven't filmed that yet.
Okay, so I gotta get this here, and then I gotta lower this a little bit. Hold on.
My tablet keeps popping off. So I keep having to.
Tell your tablet to learn some freaking respect.
Now I'm hearing Roger Whittaker in my head. Napa needs to have his head on desk slamming, fist laughing. Is that a north view, Levi?
John is this way, and Napa's this way. But John is this way.
It is not.
And Levi is this way for Napa. Okay, so for Napa, John is this way, and Levi's this way. So John looks this way to look at Levi, who looks this way to look at John. John looks this way to look at Napa, who looks this way to look at John, which means Napa needs to look this way to look at Levi, and Levi needs to look this way to look at Napa. Yeah, that works. So Napa just switches John. So Levi's over
Don't
here.
overthink it and just keep on doing what you've been doing.
All right, cool. I'm muting you.
For everyone here, if you ever draw The Office or anything, Napa effectively sits outside of the offices. He's like right there with cubicles. So like, I don't know how many people have worked in a call center, but this is based off of a call center that I've actually worked in, where they had a row of offices, and then you had kind of like their helpers, and then you had all the cubicle space afterwards. And the cubicle space in the other area has changed and is able to be moved around and changed continuously based on the project. But the offices, the row of offices, are solid. They can't change. They would have to like destroy walls and stuff in order to change them. Oh, that is fat sweating, looking great. Released perfectly. Oh, I don't need to add oil to that one. That one charred perfect. Oh,
No. Snap is giggling. And
I gotta
then
show you this. You see the char in that? Oh, ow. That was mine. What I'm gonna probably do is sandwich the meat here. We're gonna go ahead and start putting some of this other meat
we only told him to
here on top of this meat. So it's not getting direct contact. We're gonna pull off one of these fish.
Don't
Take a look
forget.
at it.
Don't forget self-destruction.
Oh, that is flaky, buttery fish.
Next.
Oh, that is that is so nice. I basically cut a piece for me and Raven. Cut that fish too. That way we can each have a little bit of fish. That is perfect. Oh, okay.
Hey, Alan, can you come in here? Can you come in here real quick?
Look at the corn. Look at the corn. Look at the corn.
Come over here. Don't get
Look at
close
that.
and be super duper quiet. I need you to throw the Pokeball at me.
Here I was getting sad because it didn't feel like it was getting up to temperature. All right. I'll be right back.
Not yet. I'll tell you when. It needs to hit me like right about here and bounce off. But I have a different line to record first. So Napa looks at Levi, who's over here, and says, "I double dog dare you. Don't throw it yet." And then when I tell you throw it, it's gonna hit me, and I'll go, "Close that door." No, okay, it's closed. And I'll go, "I knew it wouldn't work." And then
Yeah, steak took longer.
have Napa get sucked into the Pokeball. So, anyways, okay.
Mostly because somebody had to have burned steak.
Oh,
Otherwise, it would have been done probably like. But yeah, because this steak alone took like 30 minutes. Look at that. Isn't that look good?
No, it is not.
There's no way to
great.
create that. I'll turn
Your meat,
That was a great throw, though.
your guys' meat is all warming up while that's finishing up. Yes, the one that looks burnt is burnt, and then you got medium rare and stuff like that. You'll be good. Also, Raven. Fish is flaky. Oh, it's just the way fish kind of beads up when it cooks like this.
That you're throwing
That's
at me again.
pepper and butter. That's gonna be ours. That's ours. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Mama has
Their own?
I gotta finish that.
own.
Let's go. Raw.
No, it's not raw. That is perfectly marinated in that.
Okay, I won't.
You'll be able to eat it. But it's steamed fish.
Back in there.
Non-steamed fish. So this is steamed fish. The mama's not going to want to eat that skin. It's not that it's not safe to eat. It's just very chewy.
Can't tell the difference, to be honest.
That is going fast, and that's like medium there. But all this,
like mine on the more than usually.
yeah. Well, all that stuff is warming up right now. Let me go ahead and pull these off and pull off my steak and put them directly on.
Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again.
I need him to shiver a bit. Hey, can you hear me? No, wait, come back to me.
Those are all Napa's lines. What's up?
All right. When you do the never again, can I give you just a little bit of direction? Never again. Never, like shiver while you're doing it.
Okay.
For everyone here.
Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. Should we have Nappa have a Hodor moment and turn never again into an unintelligible word? And then for the rest of his life, Nappa only says that word. No. No, we shouldn't.
We need Napa to be able to say other lines. Oh, that butter. Ha 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 ha.
Do I hear you verbally salivating over butter?
Do you like steak fat?
Yes.
That's what this is. It melts like butter.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I love it.
That is.
I love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, that is good.
There's the restaurant we're going to tomorrow night for my birthday dinner is our favorite place in town, and it's a Belgian place. It's like underground, called Trapdoor, and they have a steak frites, and your options are a ribeye, a 12-ounce ribeye, a 7-ounce fillet, or a 14-ounce New York strip with the fries, and then because it's Belgian, of course, you get like different flavored mayonnaises to dip the fries into. And getting the I'll be getting the ribeye tomorrow night because it's my birthday. But like you get the ribeye and it's just like I eat the whole thing, including all the fat. And the people who are at the table with us who typically don't eat like beef fat, steak fat, will stare at me and just be like, "What are you doing?" How you? And I'm like, I'm eating the best part. That's what I'm doing.
So I'm moving, y'all.
Where are you moving to?
We are moving back inside. I'm gonna sit down because it's a steak. I don't want to eat this at my desk.
Hey, in case anyone's curious, what I'd like for my birthday, I'll tell you. Now here's the thing. Nothing is great. Something is great. But if I had to choose it, I would want people to buy merch, or even better, I'd want people to get annual memberships either on YouTube or on Fourth Wall, because I would love to blow our membership numbers up enough to where those that membership number, and it's like $12 a year, I think, or $15 a year for an annual membership. It's not that expensive
For the base one, right? Yeah.
for the base one. And I mean, there's 650,000+ followers that we have. If 10% of them would sign up for the $1 a month deal just to support the content, that would be me and Levi being full-time in this thing, turning into a full-blown animation studio, hiring an animator, and just going nuts with this thing. That is what I would want. You know, if I could choose my birthday gift, that is what I would want.
I think that would be epic. Part of it is like we need to do, honestly, a better job of marketing it.
We need to promote our shit. Here's the thing about me. I'm really, really, really bad at talking myself up. I was super depressed and super anxious when I was a kid. And even, as a teen and a young adult, I'm still very anxious. I'm not depressed anymore. But I have an extreme, I still struggle with self, with self-doubt and feeling like Like I deserve my dream, stuff like that. And it's so hard for me to promote myself because it's still the self-image that I had from when I was a kid.
Wash the fucking plate.
Oh, I've tried affirmations like crazy, Levi Markin.
Okay, give me a moment. I'll be right back.
A lot of you are already members. Yeah, no, I get that. If you're already a member, don't go become a member again.
And I don't need to use a plate.
And so I need to get myself out of that mindset.
I don't even need a plate for this stuff.
I need to get myself out of that mindset and say that I am worth it. And the issue is like,
It's not a need to have a plate.
For steak?
I don't want.
what I don't want to happen is
Want me to have a plate.
look at all the creators on TikTok, for example,
Wash this out.
whose channels they used to be involved, active, creative content, and now 95% of what they do is all TikTok shop stuff, which they're making a good living from it. Great, that's awesome. The problem is all of their followers are like, I didn't follow you for this. I followed you for your fun content, and you do maybe one of those videos a month now, and that's it. And I don't want to be that guy. So we need to find a way to promote Levi Markin and then do it. But we need to find a way to balance the content with promotional videos. Maybe Mondays are days when we just post videos saying, hey, by the way, if you didn't know, we have merch, we have memberships. If you buy either one of them, it helps support the channel and our goal of going full time into this thing and turning this into a media company instead of the burp won't be part of it. But instead of two guys just making content all the time, we're gonna have animations. We're gonna, all this stuff that we could do if we had.
I think I forgot to
time
grab
to do it. It would give us the ability to hire an editor. And the editing is a huge part of this. Levi can attest to that. I bet you spend more time editing than you do filming.
Yes, and writing.
Yeah. And if we can get a couple people to come on, like not professional, but like seasoned sketch writers who can help us write better sketches or just help us improve our sponsoring ourselves, Debbie? What do you mean?
Sauce, more of a want.
It's fine. I don't care. No, if you want to eat one at a time, it's up to you. Okay. But I agree with this. Like, here's one of the things I've thought of, and what we can do realistically very easily is me and you can come up with an ad type thing for our merch and all that stuff. And any video that's over a certain length, we self-promote it, because in YouTube, self-promotion is not considered an ad.
Oh,
I was trying to explain that to you.
Really?
Yes, really, it's not considered an ad. Now, what?
Nice.
Levi, what are you up to on Friday during the day?
Well, during the morning, we do a live stream on Friday.
What do you have going on at 9 a.m. on Friday? I have Friday off. And I have a call with a lady who emailed me from a company that does contract by the hour editing services. I don't know what it costs. I scheduled a call with her just to explore that and find out what the cost would be.
Go check for your baked potato.
But
did you take the baked potato over there?
Yes.
If it's reasonable, it's something we could look into for our longer videos.
Where's it at?
Right here.
I agree 100%, because if nothing else, come here, kiddo. It would help when we want to do other things. Hot. Raven didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have yourself a cup of tea.
Do not feel upset about that, Christopher Chastain. I totally understand planning to buy something and not being able to. When you can and when it is not causing a financial problem for you, go ahead and get it then. The shirts will still be there.
Sorry.
What is Dragon Blurs? I've never heard of that. What do Dragon Blurs do on Twitch?
Call me when you're done with the live, please.
Tell me more, Rogue 53. Either this is like crazy or this is the
Dragon Blurs usually donate stuff, but did he if it's not bits, we won't see the bits. Can you log? Are you logged into Twitch on the browser?
To get login.
Because then you can go to Stream Manager or like the live portion of it, and it'll show you in an area what everything else has done. I can't log in from where I'm at. This is why. This is another reason why I need to get a laptop.
No,
These streams are progressively getting more and more people, and I'm having a hard time keeping up. And I can't mute my tablet.
Mute. Okay, Authenticator app. Which one of these is Twitch? There we go.
Oh, that looks good. Not quite medium rare like I wanted to, but that's mostly fat, isn't it? Yeah, that's mostly fat. Hold on.
What?
Oh, there's the meat. It's more of a right there on the edge. Right there close to a medium rare, not like it's medium rare enough. Like if I got this at a restaurant, I would not be sending it back.
Are you a sender backer at restaurants?
I hate being that guy, but as somebody who is trained, I will get pissed if you fuck up something as easy as a medium rare steak. And I mean, like, it has to be significantly fucked up. Like, if I order a medium rare and you sent me a well done, you weren't paying attention to whose steak is whose, and you didn't care.
Gotcha. Okay. How do I go see what Dragon Blurs did on Twitch?
We already had somebody say what it was, but it should be when you're stream manager.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Sorry, I was too busy dealing with my two-factor authentication to look at the chat.
Each one of those is like $5, by the way. Yep.
Holy crap! Thank you.
So if you go to analytics, you'll see that, but it should be stream monitor, and you'll see a live version of everything going on. And so right next to the area where you see us, there should be like what has happened in the past, and you'll be able to see like this person donated 50 subs, this person donated bits, this person cheered, this person did this.
Yeah, let me echo something Levi said in the past. We have the best freaking fans. You guys, gals,
non-binary pals.
Outside of that, in between, because I don't know all the terms. Our fans are freaking awesome. You guys, y'all are amazing. Sorry, I've always used guys as a catch-all term, and I need to get away from that.
I did too for the longest time, and I have a lot of people like. Apparently, it is.
We have an amazing community. Leave it to my wife to use the right term. Yes, we have an amazing community.
Now I'm going to say this: the steak doesn't really need the sauce. Like I can eat it without it. I did a good job on the steak, but
We can actually birds want to take fake face buds.
it does taste pretty good without it. With it and without it. So, we have looked into different styles of like how to do ads and everything. We found for our channel specifically, And I was talking about this with somebody who works in ads constantly, like the guy I contacted about the dice, who we're currently screwed on shipping. We're both angry because I was supposed to get the dice before the Kickstarter went live. By the way, I don't have the link, but if you guys, Unique Dice has another Kickstarter for some really cool dice. I will show them off as soon as I get them and get a link and everything. But
Now I'm watching you eat, and I'm hungry.
good. That's the point of this.
I already had dinner, so.
Oh, never mind. If you already had dinner, that's
I did ground beef and I did pasta, and some of the ground beef got put aside for taco meat and for just to mix into the dog's food, and the rest of it got meat sauce put on it. So we had spaghetti meat sauce, but instead of doing spaghetti, we did the little curly noodles, not like elbows, but like the spiral noodles. I don't remember what the fusilli, is that what they're called? But we had those, and then I ordered some of the hearts of palm pasta that I don't like at all. Found that out. So Jeremy Beaver, have a great night. Thanks for being on here, everybody. So yeah, I just ended up having regular pasta with meat sauce. It's good.
Raven, I think it's a little bit quieter now. If you want to try to eat in here,
Maybe it is rotini, Levi Mark, and I don't remember. I can't remember all the names of the different pastas. Here, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. There we go. They are fusilli. Yeah, it was the fusillis.
Don't call me child ever again.
They look like drills.
Use my real name.
I'm gonna try this fish out real quick while it's still nice and warm.
All right, sounds good.
Lemon would have done so much to this fish, but like salt, pepper, garlic, and butter, not too bad. And I can't do anything right now, buddy.
At Dragon Blur's Wheat, what I assume I'm speaking for Levi and myself both. We really appreciate that. That was awesome.
We do.
How'd you eat this steak?
It's for me, it's just bad time because I'm trying to sit down and eat. By the way, a bunch of people were already telling me what you ate and everything, and I was busy like cooking and everything. I know Levi has managed to have more meals than he normally has, which is awesome. What have you eaten? Have you eaten? What have you eaten? Have you hydrated? So on. Chris, you already told us yours, but do you want to tell us it again?
Yeah, that was dinner, but yeah.
Tobias, can you hand me the salt and pepper, please, for my... Thank you. And like I said, once I get a chance, I can...
Itchy.
You can move to the table, yeah. You want to sit at the table, you can sit at the table.
How makes one call me child?
Yeah, no, they shouldn't be continuously doing that. It's being used derogatorily now. This is a reminder.
The other thing about this being full time versus me still having a job, etc., is that it's going to be both of us on the meal streams, etc. Allows us to really put together a streaming schedule that's a lot more consistent versus being when I'm not too exhausted from work.
Especially on like ones where like Monday where I was sick and I was like, I can't do this. We still could have had somebody streaming.
I could have hopped on there. That sounds delicious. Dragon blurs.
What's up?
My tongue burns.
Okay.
Well, it's not from this. It's just I think when I was like,
Possibly, Kim.
Levi Markin, on a whim last weekend, Aline was making French toast for our youngest, probably her favorite meal. And I asked her to French toast a couple English muffins for me. And that was the biggest non mistake of my life. They were amazing. So I made a point to go buy cinnamon raisin English muffins today, just so I can next time Aline's making French toast, because her French toast is damn good, just so I can have cinnamon raisin French toast, but English muffin French toast. Wheeling Dragon, we get it, man. We get it. Have a great night. I'm sorry for saying man. Man and guys has been catch-all terms for me my whole life, and I'm still breaking out of it.
I pen them to you.
No, just give me one, please.
If you make me for that for breakfast tomorrow morning, I will fall asleep during my morning meetings. Maybe on Friday. That's the one issue with me and carbs. I have carbs, and I go just pass out.
Where's my spring?
I don't usually have my thing set up like this. That's not.
We'll do French toast for dinner, but on Friday morning for the breakfast stream, we'll do French toast.
Now, are you just messaging them, or like, are we gonna you have a meeting at 9 in the morning?
At 9 your time.
Okay, so should we be doing the breakfast stream a little bit earlier than normal then?
Or we can do a lunch stream a little bit later.
Let's do that. Let's have the meeting, then have the stream.
It's just set for a 15-minute call. I think it's just a quick little, what are you looking for? Here's what it's going to cost, etc. So I'm going to actually invite you.
I think, oh shit, it's on Friday. I think this we show them the Stitch skit where I had to do everything that I did do.
Yeah.
Like if they're capable of doing all that and making it look way better, absolutely. But if it's effectively the same thing, it will depend on like what they charge, you know.
Yeah. Do you want me to send this to your VS or your 64 emails?
VS.
Okay.
Less crowded.
I just forwarded that to you. Cool. So it's almost 11 o'clock here.
So you can see the blonde hair growing back. Nice. Sorry.
It's almost 11 p.m. here. If Levi, if you want to stay live, by all means, go right ahead.
No, I've got another kid that's not eating because it was too noisy. Potato counter proteins counter carbs. Yeah. And I didn't get to see everyone's meals, but I know a bunch of people were saying it. French toast, a crumpet, muffins. It was. You guys ate bowl of salad. I made popcorn. Rainbow.
Yeah. If y'all have never done English muffins French toast style, try it. It's amazing.
Have you ever had that cinnamon toast bacon?
What?
There's cinnamon toast crunch bacon.
What?
It's in the store. Go look for it. I think it's still a thing, at least, because I've seen brand new packages of it. It's here in Utah, at least. Look it up. It's not fake. I have some in my freezer.
Cinnamon toast crunch bacon.
I think I have it up here. If I remember right, I might have put it up here.
Cinnamon toast crunch bacon.
Yeah, right here.
Go to the screen.
What?
Made with the Cinnadust from the cereal.
What?
I feel like I gotta show it again because they're saying what? Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So, okay, my friend Brendan, who also, he's not a classically trained chef, but he is a very, very good cook. He's the one that we all love having.
Hormel,
having-
Black Label, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
He's the one that we love having cook for us when all the friends get together. They did not.
They did.
No, there's more. Hold on.
There's more flavors.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Hormel Black Label Bacon bring the cinnamon sizzle to breakfast with a new limited edition cereal. They're making a Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon flavor cereal.
Okay, well now I gotta get that.
Nah.
What? Limited edition. When is this gonna not be limited edition anymore? Now I gotta find it. So they sell it at Walmart.
Pink.
No, I don't think that's pink. There's no way that's pink. That sat there long enough to cook all the way through.
Look.
What?
No,
These maniacs.
that's just the juices making it look like pink.
Hold on.
These maniacs.
Now I gotta look and see what other like crazy things they're doing with bacon.
Shall things be added to the shopping list? Is what Allie is asking you.
Hey,
Yes.
you should laugh.
I guess I have to show this off too, apparently, for Allie.
What?
And on the inside is one of the houses. So we got Hufflepuff.
Who's a Hufflepuff?
Has
Allie
like,
the Hufflepuff.
Does anyone have Hufflepuff in this house?
I think you would be.
Is that a compliment or?
And a house of Gryffindor and Slytherins? No. but it's all good.
Question? That is why is a.
Because it doesn't matter what house you're in, all houses are cool.
But
Because
what?
it all depends on your actions, not the house that you're in, which is
Christian.
part of the whole point.
Hufflepuff. What is it? Like, what makes you one?
I'll have to look it up again. Isn't a Hufflepuff a honey badger?
I don't know.
I'm even kind of cool. My mom's favorite.
Oh shit! I'm in the middle of eating. I've got food in my mouth. Dude, look at the screen again.
Holy God, Dragon Blurs. I'm only gonna buy one pack of it.
I haven't even tried it yet. I saw those discounted and I was like, okay, I'll finally try it.
Please tell me one package of it isn't that expensive.
It's $2.10, so it was half off.
All
So it's
right,
only like
well,
$4.
The other $298 is gonna help pay for more animation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dragon Blurs. Oh my God.
Sorry, Pepper.
What's up, kiddo?
You did say but that at some point when you're able to, you'd be able to buy me Robux. At any point that you're able to.
I think you had to earn them.
No. You said my birthday, like I think my last birthday.
I paid for those already, and you already got those.
No
So-
Robux.
Yeah, Robux, I know.
Never got Robux.
We'll go over it later.
Well, that means on Friday. So, Ellie, that means we need to get that tomorrow because that needs to be part of what we eat Friday morning. I'm gonna have cinnamon toast crunch bacon along with my cinnamon raisin English muffin French toast.
You'll have to remind me to pull mine out,
Okay.
which I can pull out
That
like
is
while we're
pink.
eating. That's not yours. I don't think that one was yours.
What's this? What's hard to eat?
You're the one who won
That's
it.
not hard. Look at this.
maybe next time. Don't wipe it all over your club.
Sorry.
Extreme French Toast Friday.
Extreme French Toast Friday.
Extreme French toast on Friday night.
By the way, to the 37 people that are here on Saturday, if you haven't seen it, mark it. Go to YouTube. I haven't set as premiere. I have not. When are we going to be done with the live? We're going to be done with the live here soon. But I have not marked it as. I have not made the thumbnail yet. I'll make that later. But it is set for 2 p.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time, to drop on Saturday, specifically because I wanted to make sure more people were available to watch it, because most people have the weekends off.
Yep. I am gonna be up at my mom's place on Friday. I'm sorry, on Saturday afternoon, evening, and then Sunday probably mid-afternoon.
I don't have a live set. I just have it set as a premiere.
Cool.
Would you make more corn?
There's more corn, just not more corn on the grill.
All right, so it is 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
We've been live for almost 3 hours. Well, Levi's been live for almost 3 hours. I've been here for part of it.
I got kids whose food is getting slightly cold, so let's go ahead. I want to thank everyone for joining me. It's been a great meal. I'm glad to know that the grill works, even though I still have to. Oh yeah, do I have to show that off? I'll show that off before we go. By the way,
Don't cut yourself.
Oh,
it's a pizza cutter of the NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. It actually has the wording right there etched into it.
where did you get that?
That's from the Tanuk Toys. I'm hoping I can find a way to link it properly, but they're not replying back to me, so I don't know what to do with it.
Oh,
Is it
Yeah.
mine?
No, it's not yours. It's supposed to be something I'm supposed to promote and everything, but I don't know what to do. Well, yeah, but I don't have a link to share with everyone. So, anyways, I want to thank you all for joining. Thanks for brightening my day. And especially thank you to Dragon, who just ham on everything. Remember, taking one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, and body, spirit, and harmony, among others. And until the winds blow your sails our way, have an Acme day.
Have an Acme Day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme Day will graduate to build your account. Have an Acme Day.
And have an Acme day simply means have the best day you possibly can have.
I don't know.
Bye,
Why,
everyone.
I don't know why I did the Buddy Christ thing, but you all have a great night.